I still remember that day as if it were painted on my memory with colors that would never fade. The air smelled of spring, and the community hall was alive with chatter, music, and clinking glasses. It was one of those gatherings where everyone seemed to have a story to tell, a reason to be there, and someone they wanted to impress. And then there was her, Emma Collins. Emma wasn't the loudest voice in the room, nor was she dressed to stand out, yet somehow everyone seemed to notice her. The golden light from the chandeliers caught strands of her brown hair and made them glow. Her laughter, soft and warm, reached corners of the hall where music failed to. People turned to look at her, not because she demanded attention, but because she had a way of making the world pause. Everyone assumed that when her eyes wandered, they would find Ryan, the tall, charismatic man standing by the piano. Ryan was the kind of person people expected Emma to notice, confident, charming, and already surrounded by admirers. But then, in a moment that would quietly change everything for me, she turned her gaze elsewhere. Her eyes didn't find Ryan. They found me. I froze, unsure why the quiet librarian from Maple Street would single me out in a room full of people brighter, louder, and bolder. My name is Daniel, and at that time, I was simply ordinary. I blended in. Dark hair, glasses, a modest suit that had seen better days, and a presence that didn't command attention. Yet Emma smiled. A small, knowing smile. The rest of the evening became a blur of conversation, laughter, and hesitant steps toward something neither of us expected. While Ryan played the piano to impress the crowd, Emma asked me questions about books, about the kind of music I liked, about what made me feel alive. For years, I had felt invisible. But that night, in Emma's gaze, I felt seen. A journey of unexpected friendship. Over the weeks that followed, we saw each other more often. At the library where I worked, Emma became a regular visitor. She claimed it was for the books, but I soon realized she was there for the conversations. She'd lean against the wooden counter, asking me about authors and stories, and in turn, she told me about her art, paintings she never showed anyone. People kept whispering, "Why Daniel?" She could have chosen Ryan. But Emma never seemed to notice the whispers. Or maybe she noticed and simply didn't care. She told me once, as we walked along the river, people think they know who belongs with who. But the heart isn't a puzzle they can solve from the outside. Her words stuck with me. The day everyone saw. Months later, there was another gathering. Another chance for Ryan to charm the crowd. Another chance for Emma to surprise everyone. I stood in the corner, holding a cup of coffee, trying not to let the whispers about her and me get to me. Ryan was there, as always, dazzling people with his presence. It felt like the story was about to repeat itself until Emma walked in. The room quieted just a little. She had that effect. Everyone watched as she stepped inside. Surely, this time, she would drift toward Ryan. Surely, this time she would play the part people had already written for her. But Emma didn't even glance in his direction. Her eyes moved through the crowd, searching, steady, and when they found me, she smiled again. That same smile that had started it all. And then she walked straight to me. The whispers grew louder. But in that moment, I didn't hear them. Because Emma wasn't looking at Ryan. She was looking at me. The quiet strength of being chosen. Emma once told me that sometimes the bravest thing you can do is choose what feels right, even if the world doesn't understand. Looking back, I realized that her choice wasn't about me being extraordinary. It was about her seeing something in me that I had stopped seeing in myself. She gave me courage to stand taller, to believe that even the quiet ones could be noticed, could be chosen, could be loved. And that's the story of the night when everyone thought she'd look at him, but she looked at me.